Hey guys, as you can see, I'm still getting used to getting everything set up here. I don't know if you saw everything that happened in the beginning, but trying to get the PowerPoint all up and going. You know how everything works with the computers and everything. But guys, basically what we're here to do is just basically present how to find the best deals when you're doing real estate investing. A lot of people are out there just looking, and sometimes they leave the business because they end up doing things the wrong way. And at Renew Excellence Society, basically, what we show you how to do is to make sure that you're taking every step of the way properly. And the very, very, very most important part of everything is the beginning, because you make your money when you buy the real estate. Your structure, how you negotiate it and everything like that. But let me digress a little. As you can see, this is my passion. I love real estate. I love helping people as well. I love seeing people rise up and be able to do the things they want to do, and that's what I've been able to do. My name is Michael Holmes. I represent Renew Excellence Society, which is a real estate investment vehicle, real estate investment company, however you want to structure it. And then we teach real estate through real estate, real estate investing rather, all various aspects of that through Renew Excellence Advanced Leadership. That's the teaching arm. And through that arm, we give away this value every Thursday night. We're here to give it to you for free. There's nothing for you to buy at all. What you do, you plug in every Thursday, and you will understand how to buy and sell real estate and the different facets of that. Okay, and we're not going to leave anything out. We're going to teach you various kinds of. Well, tonight we're basically going to start with how to find the best deals in real estate investing. Okay, well, not in real estate investing, but for real estate investing. So excuse me, once we get done, as you can see here, we're going to focus on structure, strategy, and skills. And basically, that is how to do, what to do, and then get involved into doing. Because once your foundation is laid, now we can build to the sky. But so many times people jump out there and they're getting loans and they don't understand what to do with the loans, or they're making bad offers on the properties, and then they get the properties and then they don't have enough money to do what they need to do with the properties. Now they're losing the property, and now you have credit problems. Now you have these people saying I'm sorry, they're saying that real estate investing is too hard or doesn't work or not for them or anything like that. And it's totally fine for it not to be for you. That's totally understandable. What we teach though at Renew Excellence Society is that through real estate investing, the money that you're able to make just by doing a few deals a year, you're able to supplement you as you are finding what your passion is, finding what your purpose is, and that money can help to bolster your income, maybe help to sit one of the parents at home, maybe help to retire the wife or the husband, or whatever it may be. But it gives you some money to give you some options. So we're going to begin there with the structure, strategy, and skill sets. Now, what I want you to do here as we go through, if you have any questions or anything like that, please, as you're taking notes, write those down. And as you write them down, what we're going to do, we're going to be able to, I'm going to give you my email address. So you'll be able to send those to my email address toward the end, okay? Now, let me find out how to get the process going here. Bear with me. Okay. Now, one thing, what we're going to do is going to dive into the structure, and the structure, of course, is basically how you think, because no matter what you're doing, whether it's real estate or whether it's trying to find out what your passion and purpose is, whatever you're doing, you have to get the mindset there. You have to become whatever it is that you're looking to do before the actuality happens. Let me put it better than that. You have to get your mind there in a position before your body can ever get there. Okay, so that's basically what these real estate trainings and everything are for, so you can get awareness of what you're beginning into. So you can start seeing, okay, I am a real estate investor, and not just I'm learning real estate investor. There's a real estate investing. There's a big difference there. So you want to be able to dive in, start to get the understanding, start to be getting part of social media groups for real estate investing, so you can start learning the lingo. There are awesome things on YouTube. A lot of one of my teachers, mentors that I work with, Cody Sperber. I'm also Ron LeGrand. You can find them on YouTube. There's many videos there to teach you as well. And but like I say, here I'm going to give you these for free. These training, the tips, hacks, and those type of things. We're going to be teaching how to buy with wholesaling, flipping, leases, land purchases, all those type of things as we progress. Okay, and then we're also going to have these recorded. And as you're on my email list, I will be sending out the recordings to you on the through the email list as well. Um, and I used to put them on the website, but I think it's just better to be able to email them out to you. That way you can have them where they're with you at all points in times. And what I do is right now I started out reading 10 pages a day of a good personal development book. If you're not into that yet, if you haven't jumped into personal development, that's something that I definitely advise you to start doing. One book that everybody starts out with, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Lead the Field as a audio book um, by Earl Nightingale. So those type of things. Of course, you heard of Tony Robbins. Get some great things on personal development, motivation. Um, let's see, Les Brown. Those type of people. Another one of my mentors, Brian Bean, has some awesome things out there. Just look them up, and you'll be able to get yourself wrapped around what is going on in your mindset, okay? Because once you settle that final frontier, everything else is easy. Once you get that done, then you remove the fear. You remove the fear of success, fear of failure, whatever types of fears there are, because that's the only thing that's separating you between who you are and expressing who you are is the fear that's in between, whether it's fears of people's opinions, whatever that may be. So that's definitely a first place that we start, and we do that continually. You do it continually. Zig Ziglar had somebody say that motivation doesn't work. He said, of course, motivation works, but it's just like taking a bath. You have to do it continually for it to be effective. Right? But anyway, that was one of my dry jokes. But also the next thing that we'll look into doing is income shifting. And this is get your financial foundation together. So you get your home-based business development together so that number one is going to bring in extra money. Yes, I did say that. Just by income shifting will bring in extra money. If you're a W-2 employee, whoever invited you to the call, if you saw the call through one of my postings, hit me on the email. I will, or just what is that? Direct message me or inbox me or whatever you want to, and I can definitely get you more information on how to get all this done here. Because tonight I want to dive in, of course, into some real estate tips and tricks. But when your income shifts, your taxes will be reduced. Then we will start teaching you strategies and make sure you're getting your debt eliminated. And then, of course, one big thing is lifestyle deductions. You get awesome write-offs, things like mileage, travel, vacations. You can do your cell phone bill. You can even do interest on car payments. Then, of course, you can do a certain percentage of your rent or your home or anything like that. But once again, please, this is not advice or anything like that. These are just some points. Make sure you take everything up that you see here with a local professional, whether it's a real estate attorney, a financial professional, to show you exactly what you can and cannot write off for your particular situation. Okay, don't want to come from me only, but also when you are a part of our community, you also will have systems, software, and strategies. There's also available for you credit repair and restoration, teach you how to understand the laws, use the proper paperwork. And of course, there's additional assistance if you need it or if you want somebody to actually handle that for you. Very affordable for that to happen. Now, let's get into real estate, okay? What we were talking about is how to find the best deals for real estate investing. Okay, number one, let's find and then analyze. Okay, you want to find out where the properties are. Okay, excuse me. We can go online, Craigslist.com, and look for the properties for sale. You want to look for, um, as you go through, as we go through the next one, I'm going to give you several places to look, and I'll tell you what to look for, okay? But online, Craigslist.com, your local papers, you can Google the FSBOs in your town, which is for sale by owners. And those are the people that are selling houses but not being represented by real estate brokers or real estate agents or something like that. So they're for sale by owners. Zillow.com, Trulia.com. These are places that you can go in and search for houses that are for sale. Of course, Realtor.com, I did not write that there. Then there's driving around your neighborhood. You see houses that are for sale by owners. You see houses that are abandoned, vacant, those type of things. Now it's time to write those addresses down. Networking, let people know that you're looking for houses. You have you're getting involved in real estate investing. So if they know anybody that's having trouble with their homes or anything like that, or they got a home for sale that is having issues or problems and stuff like that, I'll let you know, because you have a access to a company that will definitely help them with that situation. Okay, so those are the places that you want to look for. And of course, we're looking for troubled houses, because that's what we want to do. We want to create equity. Okay, so these are not just trying to go out there and find a property that may need X amount of work and then put it on the market and then make a few $1,000s. And when you, at the end of the day, most times people that don't have the training, they end up losing money at the end of the deal because it was not estimated right. The negotiation didn't go down as it should have. The market value wasn't understood, and those type of things we'll be going over. And also, you'll be on the next few slides. We'll be going to that. Then there's networking, of course. There are real estate groups in your area. Majority of the real estate groups, the REIA, real estate investing associations, some of Koreas or RIAs, and then of course your social media, rich real estate groups, your Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. Get on your real estate and get to know the lingo, get to building relationships, get to talking to your realtors and things like that, telling them what you're looking for, and then this is what you'll see. Now, when you're looking for your, let's say, for instance, whatever area that you're targeting at this time. Let's say, for instance, you're looking in the papers, and now you start to seeing houses and these things, type of houses for sale. And what you're looking for in these advertisements, of course, you're looking for the for sale by owners. If it's not a for sale by owner, now you're looking for people that are having issues with the property. Maybe for sale fast, or you may have people saying I need to sell house quickly or anything like that, and it's not listed with the realtor. You want to see advertisements for houses that are vacant, houses that are the list expires. They have been with a realtor for a period of time, and now it is expired. There's no longer a listing. That means it's been listed for X amount of months, and nobody purchased it, or went through with buying that house on those X amount of months. So now they have taken it off the listing. So that means that person is having problems selling that property. So basically, what you would be and what we are problem solvers. Okay, we've solved the problem of ugly abandoned houses. We take them, flip them, rehab them, flipping, and then make sure that we have a great piece of property out there that we put great, excellent repair work into it and put it back on the market and made some good money with that and enhance the community. Okay, we always want to be a win-win situation. So when you're finding those properties, number one, in the area, you want to see what is that market value for the house for the area. So say, for instance, you found a home that you've been driving around and it's vacant, and all of a sudden you say, okay, great, now I know what I need to do. So you get that. So what you want to do now is you want to see what would that house be worth if it was fixed, just like all the other homes in the area are fixed, nice, pretty, ready to go. Okay, what you want to do is, just let's say for instance, if that vacant house and the rest of the houses in the area that are that size, it's the bedrooms, baths, and everything like that is equivalent. What you want to do then is actually find out what that market value would be. And that market value, say, is $100,000 once it is fixed up. And what we call in the real estate community ARV, or the after repair value, would be $100,000. Now, once we get the vacant house, they say we go through the process. We find out the owner will sell the vacant house because it's just sitting there, it's windows out, it's just grass up to the ceiling or what have you, and they want to let it go for $25,000, $30,000. Okay. Now, what you do is you find out the market values, find out what it's selling for, and now you have something to work with. Okay. Now you take it over to Zillow.com, and Zillow.com will show you also not just the market value, but what the other houses in the area have sold for in the last few months or so. That way you can say, okay, real-time value, once the house is fixed up, what can it be sold for real time here, okay? So that's the market value, and now you see the other comparables that support the market value. Now later, you can get this type of information from the multiple listing website. Realtors have, all the people that have access to those type of things. If you're a realtor, then you can do it, of course, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you have a friend that's a realtor or something like that, it may, okay, we're giving you access to that. But they also have that same type of websites that are not for sale, but that you can actually use the service. You can buy the service for X amount of dollars a month. You can do so many searches to find that comparables. But don't worry about that right now. That's just something, later, as you are ready to put a package together for, your marketing, your support, and stuff like that, the services that you'll need for getting everything automated, okay? Now, next what we're going to do is, as we found out the market value. So we found out the market value is the ARV, or the after repair value, okay? Now, what we're going to do is look into the formula for freedom. And this is when you're doing wholesaling or flipping, okay? Now, wholesaling means that you're going to find a great deal, and you're going to say, okay, hey, this is a great deal, and you're going to have a cash buyer or real estate investor over here that is also seeing this a great deal, okay? Now, in between that great deal, there's enough room for you to add another $5,000 or $10,000 to this real estate investor. And he loves it because it's still enough money for him. He makes money, you make money, so it's a win-win-win for everybody involved, okay? That's wholesaling. You become the middleman, you make the money in between. And then, of course, there's flipping, where you do the whole deal yourself. You find the deal, you do the rehab work, repair work. Not you particularly do the repair and rehab work. We'll talk about how to, get contractors and stuff like that and everything. But you're the one that is in complete ownership of the whole process. Then, of course, there's more money made because you took more risk. Okay, so it's wholesaling or flipping. Majority of the times, it's what most people see on the TV. Most people understand is the flipping process, and that is just one way that I'll be teaching you how to buy and sell real estate. Okay, so you're going to take the after repair value with the market value, multiply that by 65%, take away the repairs that may be necessary, minus the fees, that may be involved with the deal itself. We'll get into more of that. The fees are minor. And then any assignments, which is $2,500, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, whatever the deal can handle, and that is marketable. Generally, you want to, pretty much think about $10,000 to $15,000. Wholesaling, majority of the teachers say don't do anything that's less than $10,000, not worth your time. Okay, and I would say the same thing. So if it's not enough room to put about $10,000 in there, probably move on to the next deal, or maybe do something else. We'll talk about something else that you might want to look into doing with that deal. But you take that, the after repair value, multiplied by 65%. Remember, we said it was $100,000 after repair value, multiplied by 65%, is $65,000. Got repairs and everything like that. We got the numbers on the next slide, and I'll go into those. But the after repair value, you see here what the house will be worth once rehabbed, based on comparables. And once again, that's the Zillow.com. And to finish the deal itself, like we said earlier, we're doing a wholesale, or if you're going to flip them, then we'll talk about hard money loans, which will help you to be able to secure the property, which is to buy the property, and believe it or not, give you the money to repair or rehab the property as well, so that that money doesn't come out of your pocket either. So if you structure a deal like this properly, you can come to the table with very little down, sometimes zero down, and you've started a flipping process or buying whole, whatever you choose to do with that property. Or, of course, we do the wholesaling. You can also use the process too, the formula for pre-foreclosures, foreclosures, short sales. This is a formula so you can see, okay, what am I looking at here? And then you can see if it's for wholesaling or flipping, or it could be what we'll be talking about a little later, lease options or transfers of deeds or things like that. But let's look at it. The after repair value was $100,000. Sale price, as we find out, was $35,000. Repairs was necessary was $15,000. Okay, now we saw that we can do an assignment for $10,000. Now what this looks like on the formula is this: $100,000 times 65%, $65,000. Minus 15,000 gives 50,000. Minus 10,000 for the assignments, 40,000. So as you see, the sale price is 35. So that still leaves room to the minor fees and stuff like that, and it still gives plenty of room to pass it along to the next person. So as you see here, when you pass it along to the real estate investor, they can take it over, and they have plenty of room to be able to do anything necessary they want to do. They have the 35% that is still there, and plus they have the remaining. If they're going to buy and hold it, they got passive income coming up and those type of things as well. If you're the one that's going to be holding it, you'll be receiving the passive income if you're renting it out. If you're going to do, let's say, for instance, if you're going to finish the rehab itself, you can do a cash out refinance at 80%. So that is 65 to 80% there. You get a 15%. You can put that as cash hold to be able to float the property, to be able to have some extra cash or do some other things with, whatever that may be, and you still have 20% equity in the property for renting it out, for of course the growth of the equity as time passes by, all those type of things. If somebody purchases it from you right away, then there's still 20% that you've made as well. Okay, so it's a lot of ways to create income, realize income with these real estate deals. Now, like we said, if you look at it and the formula doesn't fit for that type of property, then you might want to look into something else, which is another very little cash, no credit needed type deal. And these are your lease options, sandwich leases, or deed transfers. Okay, a formula for freedom, of course, is like with everything else, but it's a little different here. You just basically want some room between the asking price and the ARV, or market value. And you only want to deal with FSBOs on this one completely, okay? Because you don't need the added 3-6% that real estate, agents and stuff like that you have to deal with, okay? That's non-listed. And of course, you're looking for desperate sellers. I don't know if that's desperate spelled correctly or whatever, but those are the sellers that are looking to, move their properties for any reason. It could be going through a divorce. It could be they've inherited a problem. It could be a previous real estate investor just wants to get, out of it, is getting ready to do something different. It could be many reasons that make a person, ready to get that away from them, because what we're doing with that is working with terms. What that means is that we will be assuming a lease on the property, which would be or a sandwich lease, which means we will lease it from the seller, and then we will turn around and lease it to an end buyer. Okay, we will get that more into that details a little later, because this is basically here's how to find the deal and analyze and make sure it's something that we want to move on. How to do and what these are will be following. We'll show you exactly what a lease option is. Most of you have done leases and things like that, but it's a different type of paperwork. And of course, we have scripts that will walk you through how to talk and how to negotiate with the people to see if it's a good deal for a lease purchase or a sandwich lease, or even a transfer deed. Persons may just want finished with the whole property itself, just transfer the whole deed over to you. So, we just have to have the right type of paperwork documents necessary. And of course, everything done here is closed with an attorney, and we make sure that everything is a win-win-win situation for all partners involved. And also, there's paperwork and documents that you'll have as part of our community to make sure you're doing everything right, coaching, mentoring, and everything like that. Just get with the person that invited you. If it was me that invited you on the call as well, then just email me, and I will. And that is at Michael Holmes at themichaelholmes.com. And that's Michael Holmes, MichaelHolmes, at michaelholmes.com. Okay, and just email me questions or anything like that. Whatever it is that you want to speak on, is in the other, find out more information. Of course, you will have the websites at the end of the presentations that you can look into as well. Now, looking at the formula for freedom for lease options, sandwich leases, and deed transfers. Let's say, for instance, we looked at the property. We talked to the for sale by owner, and there's $75,000. That's what they want to sell for. There's for some reason they're desperate to get rid of everything. Very minor repairs, little paint, so it's another $2,000. Market value is $100,000. So you see here is about $23,000. That is the difference between what we have for the property and into the property and what it could potentially sell for. Now, what you want to do here, you have an opportunity to, once you negotiate it, you can do several things. You can lease it, and you can lease it from the person, and they say, for instance, you give them X amount of dollars. It can be anywhere from $100 to $500 for the down payment to hold everything down while you move it out to another person. And as you move it out to another person, say, for instance, you want to option it to the extra person, and you option it just simply by saying, okay, I have a contract with this seller here, and I'm going to give you an option to lease it from him for $5,000. Basically, that means that within the proper paperwork, this person here puts down $5,000 in order to be able to lease it from this seller over here. You are then out of the way. You collect your $5,000, and now they continue to pay one another one to one. Now that is what a lease option. You optioned it off to somebody else. Okay. Now there's a sandwich lease, which simply says that you are the meat in between. You're the person in between, just basically saying you're going to stay in the deal this time. So this time you're actually going to do a complete lease agreement and also a sublease agreement with the seller, and then be able to lease it out to another person long term. And then you'll be able to collect the passive income of the monthly payments and also any types of down payments that are coming in as well. And if somebody moves out, you then collect another down payment as well. So you're the person that is in control of the property. And basically and the seller, you've made that a seller financing type deal. Okay. We'll get more into seller financing and strategies and structures and stuff like that. If you have a deal that you're working on right away, of course, email me, and we can definitely do one-on-one and help you out with those type of things, even if it's email correspondence. Okay. But once you see here, there's lots of money that can be made. So let's say, for instance, the person that moves in the lease, you'll be able to, let's say we did a deed transfer. That's the third way. The person is super ready just to get rid of it completely. So they do a deed transfer to where they actually sign the deed over to you. But the note itself, where the mortgage is, stays in their name. They become the bank. This is seller financing, okay? So the proper paperwork's done, close it with attorney, and then you turn around and you do a seller finance to the next person. And that person they know they're ready for a $100,000 home. So of course they got $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 ready to put down. Credit may not be there right away. We put them in the program, work on the credit, you collect the down payment and keep it moving. We have partnership deals that we can do things like this with to walk you through the deal till you're ready to do it full time. We also have referrals to where that if you find a great feasible deal and we find that it's a great deal, we work it out and we close on the deal. Just for the referral itself, it's $500. If you want to do a joint venture and you're prepared and you move on a little further, but you just may not have all the time necessary, then we can do joint ventures with you to where we do the same type of deal. We just split the everything down the middle. We would do everything, the contracts, stuff like that. You would do that. We would take it and actually find the seller or the end buyer or the person that's going to lease it out from you through our network of people and things like that. And then we will be responsible with you through a joint LLC to work to deal with you as well. So it gives you some good leverage as well to use our credibility and everything for that. Um, let's continue here. And basically, what we're looking into, we saw the income shifting, we saw mindset shifting, and now what we've gone through is asset shifting. Okay, and this is basically what you're doing is control equals ownership. So the asset shifting is from where the properties are. You created the equity in the property, so you shifted that asset over into your profit side. Okay, you took it the liability from wherever it was, the banks, the for sale by owner, because it's a liability to them, and then you made it to an asset for you. Okay, and generally what we teach requires very little cash and no credit. But while we're doing this, of course, it gives you another avenue. We teach you to work on your credit while you're doing these things too. So it gives you another avenue because it's always good to there. But like we said before, these calls are on Thursday night, um, completely free. We're not. There's no pitch at the end, nothing to buy, anything like that. But when you do become a part of our community, but we do have scripts, blog sites. Of course, you can lend on our credibility. We have capture pages that you can point people to. We have websites that will also help your credibility, while you're learning and earning and stuff like that. We have ways, of course, to pursue your passion and your purpose. We teach multiple income strategies, your business development, help you with lifestyle write-offs, taxes, reduce debts eliminated. We teach you brand management, social media strategies, and those type of things. Income is unlimited with us. We talk to you and find out exactly where you want to go. Where do you want to be? And then it's something that you can take and run with because you're feeling passionate about it. And generally, when we feel passionate about something, nobody has to push us to learn, to activate, or to implement what we've learned as well. So as you see here, it's $50 to $500 referral base. And just like I say, if you want more information, just get with us. I promise you, it's a very simple process. It's no thousands of dollars or anything like that to become a part of this. It's not five, but it doesn't matter about that. What we want to do here, you can stay here on Thursday nights and get all the information for free that you want. But if you want to be part of our community, that will be available too. Okay. Of course, with our partnership levels, $1,000 up based on the home, of course, the deal, and of course your partnership level that you choose. Not something that you have to, grow into or anything like that. It's just a partnership that you choose. What we teach you is how to create thousands of dollars while you learn to create tens of thousands of dollars. Okay. This has been how to find the best deals in real estate investing. I want to just thank you guys. My name is Michael Holmes, representing Renew Excellence Society. And we're buying homes all over the area, teaching people how to do the same thing. You want to know more about us, go to ourexcellence.com. Of course, mine is themichaelholmes.com. I thank you again and look forward to talking to you next Thursday. You guys have an awesome, awesome time, and I do appreciate it.